Take 103. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Delete as applicable. Now, I would like a fucking word with you, or probably not you, because I don't associate with arseholes, and if you're watching this, you probably found it on my Facebook page or my Twitter feed, so you're okay. But generally speaking, there's a lot of people that need a good telling off. We are sliding into week 3 of lockdown. A lockdown which will go on for the rest of our natural lives. Why? Because dickheads. People over the weekend decided that thanks to the, appearance of a single ray of sun piercing the permanent cloud layer over Britain, that they would flock to parks and have picnics and barbecues and sex parties, and that's not a joke, by the way. There was a footballer, his name escapes me, and to be honest, I don't care because he's an idiot, who decided to invite some escorts across to his place for a romp rather than be on his own. Now, under normal circumstances, I'd say do you, or do them, or do each other. I'm 100% positive about the concept of sex workers. I think it's fine as a profession, and that'd all be fine, but right now, you're in isolation, which means alone, so having other people into the house and then you being in those other people is inadvisable. So yeah, I'm pretty angry right now because my wife's a nurse and I've got friends who are key workers in various fields, and I've got family members who are in the at-risk category, and you assholes aren't doing what you're being asked to do. And what you're being asked to do is sit on your butt and not do anything for a while. And yeah, I get it, it's frustrating and it can be stressful and it can have a knock-on effect on mental health, and I'm not belittling any real issues which may arise from this. The people I don't like are these idiots who are just like, well, I don't think I should have to stay indoors, I'm going to go for a weekend. Cocks. So, in order to best... Sorry, itchy nose, and don't mind me touching my face because I've had my entire body coated in a protective wax film. So to adequately portray my frustrations, I thought I would put it in a form that is universally recognised and that absolutely everyone will hear and respect, and that is a poem in rhyming couplets. But first of all, the legal bit. Warning. The following poem contains swearing, discussion of coronavirus and death, scorpions, and extreme rage. Do not view if you are of a nervous disposition, pregnant, have a heart condition, or are a fan of Matthew Broderick, because he's a dick. So that's that. Now, I present to you my poem entitled, Stay the fuck indoors, you selfish wank. I'm sat at dawn, weighed down with worry. As off to work my dear wife hurries. As a nurse she cannot hide, with me and the children safe inside. It's no great hardship staying in. But now my patience has worn thin as I watch the news. It makes me sick to see these worthless, selfish pricks who just won't listen, and out they sprint. Brain-dead tools and cursed bints. Piss-drenched, syphilitic. Well, as you can see, I'm mad as hell. And I'll do my best to keep it bottled, though all of you need whipped and throttled and flung into a scorpion pit and then pulled out and drowned in shit. No, I'll take a breath and write. I'll sit here for the whole damn night. And I've gathered up my various musings, some insightful, some just confusing. I put pen to paper, and I now present a hopefully informative poetic attempt, and so, with just a hint of pleading, I give to you this special reading of all my thoughts, in simple verse. So do please listen, because it's getting worse. The government asked you, stay apart. You didn't take those words to heart, so harsher measures were put in place to stop you meeting face to face. A bit of sun, and without hesitation, you flocked to parks across the nation. What is it that you don't understand? Just stay at home and wash your hands. If adhered to, this simple plan should slow the virus and save your nan. Because that's who's in the firing line. Sure, you might be feeling fine, but the bug is clever, crafty, canny. You pop round to see dear old granny, and though you've no idea you're sick, you've infected her, you selfish dick. Well, what the hell, you just popped round. You didn't mean to put her in the ground. It's not your fault she upped and died. Why should you have to stay inside? And all the people she happened to meet, the medics who carried her out to the street, the nurses and doctors there to meet her, who wheeled her in and tried to treat her as she coughed and spluttered and died alone because you wouldn't stay at home. These people are working so damn hard to save you fucking morons who won't behave. But will you help them? Will you fuck? I'm sorry, key workers, you're out of luck. 'Cause wee Davies had enough of watching Netflix in the buff. Oh, he's lounged around and done fuck all, and it's driving him right up the wall. So he's away to a lockdown party. Just him and Steve and Crazy Marty, Joe, John, Jack and Jack's mate Jimmy, Big Tim, Wee Tim, Medium Timmy. Just some mates, a load of beers. They're not bothered, they've no fear. They're young, they're strong, they'll survive. After all this, they'll be alive. They will. But Timmy's mum's a goner. Joe's nan and granddad, his Auntie Donna. Jack's mate Jimmy's wife, she's done. And all his cousins, one by one. Not to mention several friends who'll meet a truly awful end. And why? Because this bunch of twats couldn't sit inside their flats or houses, bedsits, rooms, whatever. They just had to get together. Oh, if you laugh, you all go off my head. Congratulations, your family's dead. The coronavirus gives not one fuck that you're feeling kind of stuck, sitting around with nought to do, a little lonely, a little blue. Yes, it's hard in isolation, but all across our struggling nation, there are thousands working day and night to keep the rest of us all right. They can't lock the doors and hide. They can't stay safe and sound inside. They're on the front lines. They're at war. And in the end, what's it all for? What's the point if cocks like you won't do what you're fucking told to do? Fuck you. Just 'cause you're not having fun, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. And the one is you. You hapless, feckless, hopeless, brainless, thoughtless, reckless, piece of piss-soaked, mold-encrusted, shitty fucking, dandruff-dusted, cocking, twatting, bollocking, fecking, fricking, fucking, bastard hecking, shitty, cruddy, crappy, smelly ooze from a dead badger's bloated belly. Quit your whining. Shut the door. Let me tell you what your ass is for. It's not for talking out of, you tit. It's for plonking on the couch, to sit. So sit yourself down, have a cuppa, and think for once of someone other than yourself, you puddle of piss. And if you're tempted out, just think of this. When all this is over, they'll throw a party. And you and Joe and Jack and Marty and all the other selfish twats will pour from houses, rooms and flats. You'll drink, you'll dance, and all that jazz. You can spend a full week on the Raz. Go out for lunch and meet your friends. You can do it all when this thing ends. But until then, stay inside. Just shut the doors and fucking hide. Think of others. Follow the plan. Otherwise, you'll kill your nan.